So now we are on recording. We are on recording, and I hope that you guys will try to see how best you can. So that's just how it works. It's just a matter of you getting the ID and the password. So, and then you connect. When you're connected, you can mute your mic, and when you want to make a comment, you can unmute your mic and make a comment. And you can even show, as we go along, you learn more of how you can use Zoom for our meetings. So you have to encourage others to come on board, your colleagues to come on board, so that we will not be lagging behind. Okay, and we'll cover a lot of things that we need to cover for this semester. And I will also send the soft copies of the lecture notes to you guys on your WhatsApp. And so the meeting time, the ID and the password, I've already set this one on Zoom. It will last for like 9 weeks. So like every week, or the timing, let me just show you the timetable so that you look at what we have on the timetable. So you do. This is not your content. Let me find your content. Sorry about this. It's not your content. Let me find your content. So you can see the timetable. Are we together? So that's the timetable. So our meeting times are, today is Wednesday, so we are meeting 3 to 4. And it starts 2 to 5. Start 2 to 5 is time series and variance. Time series and index theory. That's start 2 to 5. So we meet on Wednesdays, and Friday also is 3 p.m. So do you have any comments on the timetable before I proceed with the course content?
Can you please just go over it again? Can you please just go over it again?
I hope you are seeing the timetable. Is it on the screen? Is the timetable on the screen?
Yeah, of course. I'm seeing it actually. Yeah, it's okay. This one is okay. I'm seeing it now.
So on Wednesday, when do we have class? When are we meeting on Wednesday? Start 2 to 5. When are we meeting on Wednesday?
Well, start 2 to 5 is 4 p.m.
4 p.m.
4 p.m.
It's 4 p.m.
From 3 p.m. to 4 p.m.
4 p.m.
Okay, so 3 p.m.
3 p.m. to 4 p.m.
We have also class 4 p.m.
to 4 p.m.
Also. Yeah. Okay, when again?
Yeah, sure.
Yes, Friday again.
Yeah, Friday.
Yeah, Friday we have 3.
Yeah,
by 3 p.m.
Yeah, 3 p.m.
Okay, so now okay.
Yeah, Friday 3 p.m.
Yeah, okay. So can you mute your mic?
All right.
Okay, so that is clear, and I hope the timing are good for you guys. We'll try to see how we can bring more people on board so that they can join the Zoom meeting. But if in case they miss a class, this meeting is on record. They will access the notes on my YouTube channel, and they can have a look at what we have done so far. Okay, so that is the timetable for the second semester. I am quite certain next week we'll begin to discuss about your your grades or the case may be. I will work on that to see that we discuss what I have so far for you. Maybe come next week. Yeah, I still have some few to compile. So that is what we'll be doing, and I hope you guys will cooperate and we'll move on. Okay. So today I'll just go through.
Yeah.
Go through because the number that are present, those who are present, you guys are very few now. I'll just go through all of what is expected of us, and I'll compile the notes neatly on our class on Friday after you'll have informed a lot that and when they will have seen our class, what we have done so far on the YouTube channel, maybe that will encourage them to find ways as to how they can get online. But even if they are unable to get online, they can use the recordings on the YouTube channel, and then they can hear exactly what we have done so far with reference to our class. Okay, so let me just tell you what is expected of us in this semester. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, are we together? I hope you're saying the.
Yes, we are together.
Exactly. So.
We are.
Okay, so this is how I want to present your lecture notes this time around. Okay, and so you can see that is what the Department of
Mathematics
and Statistics. You have University of Sierra Leone, and this is what it's time series and index theory.
Index choice.
Yeah, to start 225, and this is second semester course. So I'll be handling that. So what we will do in time series is just a peek. We're just browsing quickly. Is that at the end of time series lectures, at the end of the time series, you will look at the I hope you're seeing the share screen. Let me just enlarge it a bit so that we can. Are you seeing the screen? You see.
Yeah.
Okay. So
we are.
Right. So I'll give you detailed course outline later. But I just said I want to see how best we can start with the class using this technology, and to let you guys be with the technology and bring more people on board so that we can be hosting our classes quite comfortably. Okay. So we'll look at what time series plots, time plots, trends, moving averages, seasonal components. We have what forecasting using trend. Okay. So we'll look at these ones. After studying this one, you understand the purpose of forecasting. Know the principles of key qualitative forecasting techniques, such as the Delphi method, market research, and historical analogy. You'll be able to calculate moving averages when we are done. Moving averages. We did some aspect of this in the first year, but not in detail. We did some time series in first year, but not in detail. Here we'll look at it in detail, and we'll be able to distinguish between additive and multiplicative models. That is wherein we'll do some exponential equations, time series, and we'll also look at moving averages using the least square method to forecast. So that is what we'll study in time series. So you have something like when I will have modified the notes, something like this, you see this is the time series notes that I will forward to you maybe before the next class, and because I want to add some more, I want to use the COVID-19 scenario. That is the data I want to use, and then apply some time series analysis on that data. I hope that will be fine for us, because COVID is actually a very important thing that is happening around us. So we'll have to use the COVID data to do some time series. This is moving average. We'll be doing time plots. How do you do some time series plots? Okay, that you will learn also, and then you will do some time series decomposition. These are the additive and multiplicative models of time series that you will have to learn in the. We'll look at the moving average. Moving average, that is where you have to compute the moving average. This is just like a quick glance. I told you a glance on all what is expected of us. So that's the moving average. How do I use moving average to forecast? Like in production line, industries, all of these ones, they need time series. So this will be like your the time series analysis, how you can, okay, capturing seasonal variation and trends, all of that will be captured. And we'll do time series, do some estimates, after estimates, and then exponential forecasting.
I go able for me call somebody they call. I go pick up. Come.
So
this is
the a data analysis I did on Masala mortality in Sierra Leone. So I did some time series analysis there. This aspect will capture the index theory. That is, we'll also look at the index theory, and that is where we'll do the Pasch index, the Laplace index, the Marshall-Edgeworth index. We'll do the different types of weighted index, the harmonic, the geometric, and the Laplace and Pasch indices. This is what is expected of us. So the notes is already there. I just want to use current data. I want to use current information to do time series and index. So this is what is expected of us, and we'll look at them and we'll share with your colleagues. So this is the entire course content that is required of you. But I will improve on it and then ensure that you have the content, so that you can do your own simulations at home and also do your exercises, so that we can be at par. So far, that is just like a quick glance of what is expected of us. As I said, today is the first class. We want to see how best we can bring other people on board. I have a very large class, and those who are not present will benefit from this tape because it's on record, and we'll share that on the YouTube channel. So this is what is expected of us this semester, but I want to modify the notes. These notes are available, but I want to modify it so that you get the full content and you'll be able to do your work with it easily. Is that clear? Is that understood to you guys?
Yeah.
Yes, I well understood, sir.
Okay, so if Andrew is talking, we others mute the mic and then we can. So Andrew is first talking, so let's all mute our mic so that Andrew will talk.
I don't even know.
Yeah, it's well understood, Mr. Selu. Well understood.
Okay, yes, yes. Khan and Usman, do you have comments? Usman, unmute your mic to talk. Usman, unmute your mic and then you talk.
Hello, are you getting me?
Yeah, we can hear you now. We can hear you.
Yeah, first of all, thank you very much for the effort that you have done, actually, because we have been struggling all along with respect to this one. Yeah, based on what you just highlighted on the notes, the time series and index theory, of course, when I go through all what you just present to us, it's like I'm seeing it as a voluminous something. Yeah. So if you can able to like minimize it for us, I think it's very much necessary for us. Yeah. Then of course for the timing, I think we are very much with the timing because we want to see again how we can able to like encourage others so that they can also benefit from what we have been doing now. I think this is a very good step. I think we just want to say thank you to you. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Okay, so yes, we want to hear from Khan.
Well, actually, I can say thanks be to Allah and thanks to you as well for having us on this meeting. Really, well, through your explanations, no problem, quite assured. Based on the timetable as well, the timetable for now, no problem. I don't know in the previous run or in the long run if there will be any problem because first of all we don't have other lecturers timetable yet. Only you and Prof. Kai that we have. So we thank you for that really, and the time is convenient for us for now. Really, really convenient for us for now.
Okay, so you guys are like you guys need to like see how best you can rally your colleagues so that they too can benefit from what you are benefiting now. And intensive classes will start with effect on Friday, as I promised. But right. Now your colleagues need to see that it is working, and we can achieve a lot with this during this time when we are at home and when we are maybe like doing our activities, so that you guys can go do your own errands and then you can fix your time, and then we can continue with our classes successfully. But you know, it's a very large class, so guys need to actually, what we are doing now is a typical example as to how, even if there are 100 students or more than 100 students, the simplest thing is just when you have downloaded the app, you've joined the meeting, you can mute your mic and listen, and when you want to make a comment, you can unmute your mic and you can make your comment and then your suggestions. So that is how we are going to work. I told you earlier that I want to modify the notes. The notes it's a fixed note. It's not I don't want to give you a scanty note that just for the sake of, oh, this is just it's something you can do. No, you need a detailed a note, and so that you'll be able to do great analysis in statistics. These are best in the use of softwares. So as I said, we will be looking at time series data, looking at what is happening in our country now. Looking at what is happening in our country now. Okay, what's the situation around us and what is happening in our country. So we want to use that time series data. An example is okay, so like look at this data. Can you see the data on the screen? Can you see the data on the screen? Can you someone?
Yes, I can see clearly.
Okay.
Yes, I can. Yes, I can see. I can see the data.
Okay. So this is just a simple example of a time series data. What date is this? Somebody, Usman, what date is that? Oh, okay. Can you tell me what date is that?
Sure.
That's 31st March 2020.
Okay, so we want to look at what happened, those confirmed cases we had of COVID-19 in Sierra Leone. So they're saying the ministry published data and said on 31st March, they tested 2 persons and 2 persons confirmed positive. And then on the 4th March, so this is telling you dates which is time against happenstances or against a COVID crisis in our country, those who are becoming positive. So you can see dates against cases. That is an example of a time series data. So that is what I would like us to use. Let's use current data to do our analysis. Let's say, for example, I have this data, this date and time for from the 31st of March to the 20th of May. That is copied. Let me copy that to a new worksheet so that I can, So I have it. So you can see it on a new worksheet. That is, I have the dates and what? And the cases that are happening. So if I want to display this one on a bar chart, say I want to display this on a bar chart. An easy way is I will select my dates and the cases, and then use Excel to actually go to insert, and then I have what? You can see a bar chart showing you how the cases we are coming. So these are the cases. These are the cases. So you will agree with me that on the 13th of May, we had what? Between May 11 and May 14. This one was on the 13th of May. We have the highest case, 49 cases on the 13th of May. It was 49 cases. Okay, so this is like a descriptive of the cases you have. You can represent this, and you can even tell them to indicate percentages on your graph. You can see percentages of what? Or the cases. So you can see I have what? 49 and as against 11111. Okay, so this type of graph is what we refer to as, or this type of is a bar graph. But what I want to, an example of a time series data that I want to establish here is that a time series data is any data that is computed against time or collected against time, like our COVID-19 cases, which is the coronavirus cases in Sierra Leone. These are time series data. We want to get to a point that there will be no cases again. We'll just get 0, 0, every day 0, every day 0, every day 0. And then we know that, yes, we are fighting to conquer the disease. So I only have 5 minutes remaining, but this is an example of how we'll be hosting or doing our work. So if I want to plot a time series graph of these cases, say I want to plot a time series of these cases that I have here. This is going to be, so you can see, this is my time series of what? The cases that we have so far. Okay, so that would be a time series of what? The cases. I can modify my graph by bringing in a graph paper there. I can make it better. This can be done in Excel, but for now we'll be doing it using the manual way. But I will also teach you guys to do it in Excel, and you do it the manual way, because when college resume, maybe you will have to use write exams using the manual way, so you not be using Excel to do your work. So you can see that this is how the cases have been happening, and you have the axis there. I can rename this axis by saying this is time in brackets in days, and then this is the count. This is the count.
Hello, I think that this one. Hello.
Yeah, I'm hearing.
this one is for the y and the x-axis, using the y and the x-axis.
The x-axis is what? The dates, not so? These dates that you have.
Yes, the dates, yeah.
These are the dates.
Yeah.
These ones are going to be like on the 31st, the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th. Are you getting it? Moving on.
Yeah. Yes, I'm
These are the
getting
days in time. Okay. Yeah. And then these ones are what we refer to as these ones are what we refer to as the count of what cases that we have. Beneath the graph that is down, for the graph that we have down, so you can see here, this is just a bar chart showing you the counts again. 31st March, I have 2 cases, and I have the 4th, I have onwards. So this is a bar chart showing you. But for time series, for our time series, we'll be interested in how do I plot a graph of what? Time, a graph of cases against what? Time. That is what is part of your time series node. So that you get that one. So these are the type of information we'll be using so far in our next class. When I will have sent the notes, I want to do some adjustments so that I will use a current case that we have at hand, and then we can do some time series analysis on that. We can do regression, we can do a lot of work, we can even forecast based upon the data that we have at hand. Okay, as I said, this is just an introductory class so that I will see how best we can rally our colleagues so that they can come online, join our Zoom meeting, and join our online classes. But these classes will also be uploaded on the channel. So even if they miss a class, they can come again and then benefit from the class. So I told you I only have 2 more minutes. I'll be ending this meeting. So I want to hear your feedbacks and against our next class on Friday, when I will have set up I will have sent your notes, and then we start. And then I know you guys, what we'll post on the YouTube channel will encourage more students to come online and then use the technology for us to be hosting our classes and then moving on. So I want to get feedbacks from you guys. Yeah. Are we all okay? Because like this meeting will be ending. If you have your final words to say, if you have any comment to make, you will say them now before I end the meeting. Are you with me? Can you hear me, guys? I want to end this meeting now.
Yes, I'm getting you. I'm getting you clearly.
Yeah, we are hearing you, but sometimes we are having some amount of default network.
Okay. So I will post this meeting online.
Yeah, network.
And then we can. I'll post, and then we can continue from there. Come on Friday, okay?
All right, sir.
Yeah.
At times you need to pardon us for the network issues, please. Thank you so much.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Yeah. All right then, guys. See you later. Yeah.
Thank you very much,
All
Mr.
right.